In the year 2080, the world has changed, and it keeps slipping farther into the ivory shadows. Welcome to the Sixth World.
Fiddlesticks.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Welcome to the Sixth World, everybody. You broke me already, MG. You broke me already.
Don't punish me, Michael. Don't punish me.
I get infinite boosts on my first roll against Jack tonight.
That's a lot of boosts.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sixth World. This is Shadowrun, the RPG, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, a.k.a. The Crypt, a.k.a. your narrator for this evening. Tonight, we want to go ahead and start by thanking some of our sponsors and supporters. We'd like to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in the chat, you'll get quick links to both of their websites and storefronts where you can buy some really cool merchandise and RPG related gear. Anything from dice to board games to Magic the Gathering cards, you name it, you can probably find it on one of their websites. If you use the coupon code PROBONUS at Little Dragon Corp, you'll get 10% off of your entire order. So make sure you check them out during our break tonight and tell them we sent you, because they are awesome. They are also going to be supplying us some giveaway items for our Proficiency Bonus birthday week coming up starting on July 18th. I think with Rime of the Frost Maiden is where we're going to kick all that off on Sunday night. So we'll be running giveaways for every stream that week. So make sure you're tuning in and hanging out with us then. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe so you can get some more information about the channel and other shows that we've got going on. Do we have any other announcements that we need to make before we get into this craziness, guys?
Next week, we are having another episode of Waterdeep Resurfaced, followed by 2 weeks back-to-back of Vigil. We're just switching up the schedule a little bit, so we're going to have a double-double, and then we're back to schedule.
Double-double. Awesome. Sounds good.
Oh, I want a double-double.
Matt, are we back with... we were back with Met in a Tavern and everything starting... Yep.
Yeah, we were back last week.
Back last week, so
we'll
you're
be back again next week. So
awesome.
Party's in an odd spot, still in a strange world, and it's entertaining.
Yep. Everybody will want to tune into Star Wars because our Star Wars heroes are raiding a palace of a powerful Hutt who also has an Inquisitor inside.
And a rocket launcher.
And a rocket launcher. That they gave the Hutt.
That the boys gave the Hutt. Let me clarify.
I blame it on Yeska.
So lots of great stuff.
Honestly, me too. Let's blame Space Dad.
That's it. Lots of great stuff going on. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the Sixth World this evening, and I'm gonna change our music a little bit and get us something a little bit. I don't know. Let's go with I don't know. This looks like a good tune to put on right now. Yeah, I like that. So, Gearjammer and Cypher, you are standing above the figure of Chrome, which lay upon the floor just outside of his chair that you first met him, within the upper regions of the Bay 11 complex. He is in pieces. Basically, his upper torso is basically ripped from his lower, where you can see mechanical equipment and wires kind of hanging out of him. His legs have been kind of spread out and ripped in pieces and are sitting in different areas of the room. It looks like whoever was in here did an immense amount of damage. Jack and Wildfire, as you guys are looking around the place as well, it definitely appears that there has been a firefight inside here. While a lot of evidence in Shadowrun is hard to find because most of the ammunition is caseless in this world, so you don't find any like casings of weapon fire or anything, but you can see holes in the outer walls of the building in different areas. What is it that you guys would like to do, as this is where we left off our adventure last time? BT, you were also standing with the individuals overlooking this mechanical figure that seems to be shredded and ripped apart and laying all across the floor.
Your jammer is gonna basically try to put him back together.
Okay. We're going to try to start
Yep.
putting them back together. Okay.
Yep.
How, so are you trying to just put him back together to where you might be able to turn or figure out a way to turn him back on? Is that what you're trying to do? Like kind of C-3PO him before you attach the legs, you know, kind of deal? Okay.
We're putting Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Okay. Perfect. So here's what I'll do. I'll let you decide what you want to roll for this, because I believe it could be two different checks. It could either be a mechanics check or it could be a computer's check. I think they both relate to this instance.
They are the same for me, but I am going to go with mechanics.
Okay. And you can also be assisted if anyone would like to assist in this.
Remind me, am I physically here or am I in the comlinks?
I think you physically came in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were comlinks at first, but I think you're one of the ones who just sort of went through the door first. Or not first,
Okay.
but right after us.
Then yeah, I can boost you because I'm good at computers.
Okay.
And I'm
So
staying far away so that I don't accidentally break anything.
Oh, good call. Good call.
So like I'll do like the computer sides and he does the mechanic sides for me to boost him.
Sure. That's definitely possible.
Then I'm going to flip a story point to start it off to upgrade it.
Ooh,
'cause-
look at this. I'm flipping already. Nice.
Okay, so that's 2, 1.
And while he's rolling, the boss man told me to repair one of the trucks that were here but damaged.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. That would require a mechanics check.
Okay.
And Gear Jammer, the difficulty on yours is going to be 3 purple dice.
Okay.
Wildfire to be the same for you for your check.
I have a thing that removes 2 black squares, but I assume that does nothing here.
Nothing here.
Thank you for saying that. Let me just make sure I don't have
Um,
anything.
Question for you guys as well. I would say, well, Wildfire, yours probably, your setback removal will probably help because it is kind of dark in here because the main lighting is not currently on. There are only a few emergency lights, flood lamps are kind of lit throughout this facility. So you guys can see, but it's definitely would be considered dim light.
Do elves benefit like from dark vision like they do in D&D in this game?
I don't think it's the exact same. There are some individuals that have enhanced visual. BT, it might not affect him.
Oh, yes, I do have it. It's low light vision.
Yeah, low light vision. Yeah, you can see a little
Okay.
bit better in dim light than everybody else can. So
Could I use utility magic to kind of like beam up some light to cast the light cantrip?
sure, go for it. I don't even think. Do you have to roll for utility magic?
I think with minor utility stuff, I don't know that you necessarily. I could be completely wrong. But...
Well, the
That's a
reverse-
roll.
Wow, that is a roll.
That's a roll.
Wow.
That's
Oh
also a
my
roll.
gosh.
That's also a roll.
Wait, no, I rolled the wrong thing. I just
Oh, you-
rolled on my
You
dice.
just
You
rolled.
rolled,
You just
the,
rolled.
rolled negative dice. Yeah, you rolled all the
There
bad
we go!
dice.
Shadowrun, baby! All right.
Pessimist roll.
Oh, I don't got a
Where'd
chance
you
in
go,
hell to make
Peter?
this one, guys.
Well, that's a little better. A little better.
I have a skill that automatically repairs 1 point of damage. So,
okay.
but
Okay.
you know,
Sure. Okay, Gear Jammer, you're unsuccessful of getting this guy back online. But
I
how?
think I'm more-
But about the 6 advantages we have here, what could we say that those 6 advantages are for, narratively, in the process of doing this?
Salvage the memory core.
Yeah. See it. Can't get him back online, but where he was robotic, pulling like it. The last video recording, the last X amount of time from his optical input.
his
Sure.
hard drives. You're taking his hard drive out.
We're taking his hard drive.
Yep. Sure, absolutely. I would say with 3 advantages, you could do that because 3 advantages is about equal to a triumph in this game. So you still have another 3 advantages if there was anything else that you would want to spend them on, or help another individual with something, or however narratively you want to go about it.
I'll just pass it forward to help out the next person who's trying to do something.
Okay. Jack, did you discover if you needed to roll anything for utility?
I do have to do an easy check to cast light.
Okay. You could probably you could take a boost on your check.
I guess since it has to go
For
to the
some-
next, it's
for
probably...
for some reason you're getting a little enjoyment out of the fact that Gear Jammer is struggling a little bit. I don't know what it is about it, but he seems to be cussing up a storm over there. He's got wires wrapped all around his arms, and he's just ripping things out, and pieces and parts are just flying everywhere. This poor Chrome character.
Need some help with that machinery over there? Bing! Oh!
flying out.
Wow! Look at that.
So there's light.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Where do you want to cast your light cantrip? Like, do you just want it to be like just? You want it to be like dancing lights? Describe what it looks like to us.
That's a good... Could I... what would have been the lights in this place? Could I, like, kind of, like, basically linger some, like, ghostly balls of luminous energy kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, these bright, almost like bluish fluorescent lights seem to be hanging in the place now where the old ones, the real ones, were hanging before, but now
Yeah.
magical ones illuminate the inner of this complex.
With 3 advantage, could we say, I don't know, could we say that maybe we see something we didn't see before in here, or any clues or any insights?
Sure. I would give you, as you're seeing this stuff, you would see that I'll give you 2 things. The first thing is it not only looks like there was bullets shot through here, but you see residual magical effects from inside here. You also see what looks to be markings from what seemed to be a very sharp object. And you remember seeing BT jump into action before and pulling out the massive katana that he carries around. And it looks kind of similar to that. It almost looks like there's one part on the wall where somebody took a katana and just stuck it through someone, and it went through the wall as well, and like pinned them to the wall. Stick around, you know, one of those type things.
There was quite a fight here.
But it's I don't know if I described it this way, but you don't see any bodies. Like the whole place has kind of been cleaned out.
There's quite a fight, and yet they purposely
from-
left little trace.
Yep, aside from Chrome's the only body lying around. You would also know too, with that, after illuminating that tube that Chrome was working on and had all those engineers working on in here has been destroyed. Like the glass has been shattered, and somebody went in and just kind of like ripped it apart. Like all the wires are hanging out of it, and it just looks like it's just damaged beyond repair.
Is any of their computer systems working? Like, is this place just completely trashed? Like, if I want to use their systems to check the stuff, like, is it just offline?
It is. When you went, I think you went to check it before, and it was kind of in a minimal, like, it's there, but there's nothing to it. Like, there's nothing left on the network.
So it's like low power mode almost?
Kind of.
Someone was really trying to cover their tracks.
Actually, Cypher, you could go ahead and make a... Do you have, like... What are your knowledge skills? Do you have any, like, knowledge computers or knowledge, like... And Jack, what knowledge skills do you have as well? Because you were one of the ones...
Knowledge of magic.
Just
That's
magic.
all I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have knowledge of spirits, I believe,
Okay.
if that matters.
Doesn't in this
I
instance.
think I was supposed to pick one, but I don't think I actually did.
You just have knowledge.
knowledge.
I just like knowledge academic.
Okay.
What is? I don't even know why I have that.
Well, I'll give
And
you.
then knowledge skills, just knowledge.
I'll give you this too, Cypher. Cypher, you have a hunch that possibly Chrome was the one possibly responsible for shutting down his network in order to protect the information that he had.
Is there a way to try and turn this thing back on? If I were to go in, like, is it a physical means of turning it back on, or could I do it from the Matrix?
It would be a physical thing, and the stuff is so damaged that you don't think, without an extensive, like, it could take days to repair this stuff.
Shit.
But as you're kind of contemplating that over the computer, Gearjammer stands there, and he's holding something in the palm of his hand. He was unable to repair the unit, but he did retrieve something out of it. Seems to be kind of like a miniature external hard drive. So, well, it's external now. It used to be an internal hard drive, but it's external now.
Oh, that could be useful.
More you from the knees that sort of hand it to Cypher, then pick up the two halves of Cypher's head. Go back together.
Okay.
He
starts
starts like moving his mouth like this. You know, it's like...
You have way too much fun on these runs. I just like turn and slowly as he's like, and I'm like, okay.
I would like to point out that I find that extremely morbid.
Have
Yikes.
some respect, your jammer. Jesus.
Do I see Jack? Can I see Jack from where we are?
Yeah, Jack seems to be just kind of snooping around everywhere, like inspecting everything, and he's focusing on illuminating the whole place. Everybody can see. Wildfire seems to be he's under a van, and you can just hear cussing coming from under the van. It sounds like he just dropped a wrench on his forehead.
I was thinking the same thing.
Ow!
God damn it!
This is why you don't use someone else's tools. And Gearjam is just going to basically hookshot whatever's left to Chrome's head, aim it at Jack, and just like, whoop.
Okay. Sure. Let's do this.
Make an attack roll.
Actually, you toss it up. Jack, go ahead and make a coordination check for me.
Coordination. Okay, what's the difficulty on this one?
I'm going to say this is going to be... now, I'm going to say with that noise from above, you probably heard something happen, so I'm going to give you two purple dice.
Okay, thank you.
May I try to intercept and catch the chucked head of my fellow robotic brother?
Sure, you going in for an interception. I like
I
this.
think I am.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and make, we're going to call this, I would say this would be agility based as well. So we're going to make a coordination check for you as well, BT.
Extend or activate.
Am I doing any modifiers of any sort?
It'd just be 2 purple for the difficulty. Jack, go ahead and roll yours first, just to see in case he misses if you actually catch it. Oh.
Okay, if he misses, there's a success and a threat. That's the story of being that guy in dodgeball class.
You didn't want to like catch it and throw it up things.
Hit you with your glasses, sort of thing. Ooh.
Jack, you're last minute kind of spin around and see this glistening silver spinning skull head, robotic skull head, just like spinning your way. Your lights from your light cantrip seem to glimmer off of it as it's heading your direction. It's kind of blinding you a little bit as it's coming down, and you think you got you're ready to catch it, and BT just jumps like a defensive back from football, just grabs it, kind of tucks and rolls off to the side, and he's now holding it in the palm of his hands down below you.
I would like to make it known that if I ever find any of your dismembered corpses, I will not play football with your skulls.
Valid, BT.
Good to know.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty fun, but
I will not make that same promise.
Wow.
I'm not saying I would do it with a head, but I'm saying, like, you know, if you found mine, feel free.
Wow. Okay.
And as
I'm trying to
Wildfire
get this.
as
this
Wildfire
memory
says that,
core.
he accidentally like pulls a hose underneath the engine, and oil just starts pouring out onto your arms.
Oh no!
He's very flammable. That's probably not good.
It's not.
That is probably not good.
Yeah, so what do you want to do, Cypher, with what Gearjammer has?
I want to try and see if I can get it onto my living network.
Ooh,
To see
okay.
if I can see what's in the memory core of Chrome.
All right, why don't we call this? So let's do a resonance check for you,
Sure.
and it's gonna be 3 purple dice difficulty for this.
Sure.
Mhm.
Hiya. Hiya.
Oh my golly.
nice. It does take a little bit of strain to do, so you're going to take 2 points of strain to your character in the process of putting this together. But what you do is you basically get it onto your network, and you're able to broadcast this. There is one last message saved, and it's the only thing on this drive. And you're able to broadcast it into the other individuals of your party via your personal network that you guys have set up. So what I'm going to allow you guys to do now is that video that's in your general chat on the Discord, you guys can go ahead and go watch that. I'm also going to share what the video says in your journals in Roll20 because sometimes the voice changer on it's hard to hear. So I'm going to show this to players, show to everyone, so you guys will be able to read it as well. And I will take our viewers over to the message that you guys are receiving. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes, folks. Enjoy.
If you receive this message, that means it is too late. The plan has been compromised, and tactical destruction mode is in progress. Thank you, runners, for your help during my stint here in New Orleans. But at this time, I have no choice but to relocate my operation. You are a great team, and I feel confident that you will survive in this world long enough to become one of the best. Your current employer did well in securing your services. BT 4132-001, it is great to see you, and I'm glad that you have surrounded yourself in good company. You can learn a lot from individuals like these, but I have the distinct feeling the answers that you seek lie elsewhere. BT 4132-001, you and I are a lot alike, and I feel as if I can help you discover the answers to the questions that override your circuits. In order to seek these answers, you must first travel to Scotland. I've already purchased a plane ticket for you through the Matrix under the name Bennington Taylor. Your flight leaves New Orleans International in an hour. Do not be late. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. The rest of you, good luck. I wouldn't linger for too long. At the conclusion of this broadcast, this building will be set to self-destruct in 2 hours. Bay 11 will cease to exist, and in turn, so will I. For now. Until we meet again.
And welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the last message received from this hard drive. I've got it posted up here on the screen so that if any of our viewers at home missed any of the message, they will be able to read it. There. Looks like it's showing up there on Twitch for everybody. I'll give you guys another moment or two because I know some of you might not have gotten all of the video, but
I just turn and look at BT.
You knew this individual?
We worked for him briefly. We got him some gel that would help him make a new body.
I have questions. But self-destruct the building. We need to leave.
Yeah. So do you.
One thing at a time. Not getting exploded first. Questions next.
Okay.
My move after that.
Okay, let's go.
How much damage has Wildfire done to that van? Are we going to be able to get it out of here?
Technically, every check that I make with mechanics, I repair one. What's it called? Whether I fail it or not.
The main issue here is that it's very badly damaged, and if he only repaired 1 point of damage to this thing, there's no way you guys are driving it out of here.
They're just going to kick the tires and start walking towards the exit.
Okay. So you guys are all exiting the Bay 11? Okay.
I scoop up any like really good tools that I see.
Okay.
Like if I see any like power tools or anything.
Sure. There is a there's like a power grinder used for grinding metal.
Sure.
That was
Sure,
pretty
I'll
decent
take
one.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Your German's also making sure to run in front of everybody so he can pick up his improvised explosive device.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you rigged the door to explode. I forgot about that.
Sure you did.
Good catch.
Good catch.
Okay, yeah. So you go and you begin to detach this thing from the door. It doesn't seem to have any. As you're going through, it appears that it was. You don't think you may not, you can choose to whether you want to share this with the group or not. But if I remember right, you failed in your attempt to make it work correctly. And you realize that when you're taking this thing apart, it came off very easily and probably wouldn't have exploded anyway.
Keep that to myself. They just watched me thoroughly abuse a robotic system, so...
So Gear Jammer gets that situated. He's able to open the door easily. You guys exit Bay 11 and head towards the... I can't remember which vehicle you guys brought here last month. I believe it might have been the van, because I think that's what you had at Emerging Futures. Because you went,
we have
I think you
battle.
went directly with the battle van to here. So the van is out there parked. It's silent, quiet. Just a few street lamps glowing here in the middle of the night. Whatever you guys would like to do.
Well,
Ava,
shit.
can you do anything about the street cameras on the way?
I was already thinking about that. I was already thinking about going into the Matrix and seeing if I can get into highway patrol cameras.
Because
At least the exit. Yeah, right. I will try to go into the Matrix and see if there's like cameras leaving the docks area.
Okay, I believe you've tried. I think you did this before. Whenever you guys
Did
were
I?
here before, I think you might have at least looked to see if
Sure.
there was any. You don't see any evidence of any cameras here on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will just stay in the Matrix and just look for like the nearest camera that could pick us up. I want to get in there and get rid of it.
Okay. As you get closer into the city, there will be cameras at intersections, kind of where the red light cameras and stuff like that, taking pictures of vehicles and stuff. You can probably, with your knowledge of the inner workings of the Matrix and how that works, you could basically, I won't even make you roll for it. You could basically just give Gear Jammer some directions to go around about places to where he's not going to be, passing by too many of these cameras or any at all for that matter.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just make sure they don't go, hey, this one car came right
Was
from this
leaving
area,
from the
massive
docks
explosion."
2 hours before the explosion. Yeah.
You know what's wonderful, guys? You know what I was just thinking about? This
What?
explosion, it's going to take the heat off of me.
It could.
Because this explosion wasn't my fault.
No,
Oh,
but
this
we
doesn't
were
blame
there.
you.
Yeah, but like, they can't tell that.
Exactly. So
PT.
do they say they have 2 crazy blower up people or just one?
PT-san,
Yes,
are you okay?
I am thinking. How long will it take to reach the airport from here?
Good question. I will check Google Maps real quick. 1 second.
You guys know this late at night, probably no longer than 15 minutes.
We can swing and drop you off in like 15 minutes.
I have not decided what I should do yet, but if it is agreeable, perhaps we could head in that direction. And I have that time to weigh my options.
Okay.
Did you not want to go back to the apartment to grab your potted plant?
Have we been to the apartment?
No,
I have
I
my
think-
potted plant right here.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
yeah,
you
assume.
do?
yeah, he
Oh,
still has the potted
wow.
plant.
Look at
Yes.
that. All right, never mind.
No, I haven't got our apartment yet. We were supposed to be roommates, you guys.
Oh, as long as he has his potted plant, though, that's really what matters.
important.
Your Jammer's just going to jack into the car and take over the car and start heading towards the airport.
Gear Jammer loses consciousness in the driver's seat.
I'm always buckled in, so it's fine.
Bothers
Oh.
me every time.
But the car is
buckle
still
in right now.
driving.
Did you have questions, BT?
I do not know who this Chrome is, yet he knows me. What can you tell me of him?
He used to be a man, right?
Was our understanding, and
And
his
then he moved
consciousness was-
his consciousness into the body.
perhaps
but
into the Matrix, even.
Or, yes, into the Matrix.
Yeah.
And I don't think he liked the body he was in, and that's why he was desperately trying to recreate, like, a biological form.
I see.
But he contacted us in very shady means, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was pretty sketchy, but like he's
He was
pretty
very
smart,
sketchy.
and he has a lot of connections and a lot of money. So
A lot of connections, a lot of money. It made me very nervous. We kind of broke into Ares Tech to get him what he wanted, and we still have some of the stuff. We only gave him one because I did not trust him to make more than one. I made sure he only had enough to make that one body because that was the job. But we have the other stuff. Because I don't
see.
think Ares or him should have it. But maybe if you knew him as a human, maybe you knew his human form and that's why you don't know him now?
I am not sure. Your assessment. You find him untrustworthy.
I mean, I don't think I would say that.
No, I would trust him to do what is best for him and no one else.
But if you work for him, he'll give you what you want for sure.
We've had one dealing with him, and it was one of the riskiest things we've ever done.
Yeah, but he gave me what he promised me, so money and medicine.
So, perhaps not a good man, but
Not evil?
true to his word at least.
Yeah.
I see.
He probably has like his own code of honor that he abides by, but as long as he gets out ahead, I don't think he really cares one way or another.
Yeah, I definitely expected him to stab us in the back, but he didn't.
His passion seemed pretty genuine. He was studying some really metaphysical stuff that
He is persistent.
I see. I should like to think on this for the duration of the car trip, if I may.
Okay. Can I hug you though?
Yes.
Okay, good. I
think
needed a
I
hug,
would
and it
like
looks like
that.
you need one. I just hug him. I just put my hand on his shoulder and I'll be quiet for the remainder of the car ride.
Run Eminem, lose yourself as we drive.
It's kind of interesting. Like you're kind of hugging him and the potted plant at the same time.
Oh yes, I make sure to hug the potted plant
That's
too.
it.
He loves to.
Sure. And Gear Jammer being jacked into the vehicle. You guys know where New Orleans International is. It really isn't that far away from Bay 11 from the location you guys were at. Within no time, you're pulling into the main drive that leads you to the actual airport itself. After that,
Go right up to
yeah.
right up to the departure doors, just like you were dropping somebody off on a regular day trip.
International trip.
Mm-hmm.
International departures. Exit 2.
And it's very late at night, so it's not crowded at all. There are other vehicles kind of moving about, but it's not like busy terminals and people running everywhere. It's not like that right now. It's just very few people. But you see the
As
Oh yeah, go ahead.
no, proceed.
Oh, I was just describing the environment of neon glow lights that seem to cascade out to where you guys are. That's it. You can take it. Mm-hmm.
Once we're there, Gear Jammer will jack back out and into himself.
Okay. Gear Jammer
BT
comes
is-
back to consciousness.
Welcome back.
BT is quiet for a time after the vehicle pulls up in the loading and offloading lane. He's sitting in contemplation. And after a while, I turn back towards the group and we have not known each other for much time. And thus I have had little opportunity to share much in the way of personal details with you, as you have had little opportunity to share with me. But I consider one of my more acute functionalities the keen observation of organic beings. And in that time, I have come to the conclusion, and I use this term in the absolutely most esoteric form possible, you are all good people. Good in the sense, not perhaps as the written laws and regulations of this country are concerned, but in so far as you possess in abundance loyalty to your compatriots and dedication to the causes that you believe are right. This is one of the reasons I chose to seek you out in the first place. I have not had ample time to share personal information with you, and it seems perhaps I had less opportunity to do that than I would have thought. I do not know what I am. I do not know where I come from. I do not know where I was created. I do not know my purpose. Finding these answers plague every moment of my consciousness. I do not know who this Chrome individual is, but he seems to know me and he seems to have answers. You claim that he is, if not morally just, he is straightforward in his dealings and likely to mean what he says. Thus, I can only conclude that if he claims to have information that will help me find the answers I seek, he is being truthful. And that is not an opportunity I believe I can pass up. Before I go, I believe that it is customary among organics to give gifts upon departing for an extended period of time. Thus, I would appreciate it if you would all accept the following. Wildfire. These are all the pocket knives I've taken off of guys since we've been together. I thought you would like them.
Honestly, this is a very impressive number of pocket knives. I have a gift for you too. I pull out the reflective jacket he gave me. I here, take this to remember me, and I'll take these pocket knives, and it'll be a deal. There we go.
BT, how many pocket knives would you say that you've collected?
How many guys have I fought?
Oh, gosh. I'd say there's probably at least 17.
Nice.
Law of averages. I probably half of them had pocket knives. I give you
Still
8
impressive.
pocket knives.
It's an impressive. I scoop up the pocket knife.
A bouquet of knives.
This is wonderful. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Of course. Jack. Wildfire lights everything in his path ablaze. And I do not believe Gearjammer possesses the capacity for empathy of other living beings. Thus, I bequeath to you my most prized possession, this plant that I stole from that lady's office 25 minutes ago.
Not the plant.
That's marvelous. Look at how intricate the leaves are.
I am deeply fond of botanical life. For reasons that I do not understand, I wish dearly that you care for this potted plant. It's not mechanical, so you should probably be able to avoid breaking it.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Gearjammer.
It's so accurate. Get clocked.
I like that he's shady dissing all of us as he's
Yeah.
Gearjammer. At this point, I would like to invoke the use of my skill Deep Pockets, where I am able to produce a narratively relevant item.
Okay, you gotta use it up.
I would like to produce the absolute finest bottle of scotch, unopened, that money can buy.
Excellent.
And I say, I stole this from that lady's office. It made me think of you. I thought you would like it.
Oh my god, it's so pure.
Gearjammer will very like a father accepting a newborn baby. Like, level of gentle. And much of the same, just look down and start to cry.
Cypher's already like teared up watching this exchange. Like she's already halfway there.
Cypher, if I may have a moment outside the vehicle in private.
Of course.
Once we have disembarked.
I'm flipping one of the knives and I like throw it up in the air on accident and stick it in the ceiling.
Oh no!
I hold the plant tighter.
He's in a happy mood. You're fine.
Jack, roll 2d6 for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My God.
Because
Roll
although
a-
okay, you're good. Although the plant is not actually like mechanical, the pot that it's in is mechanicalized to basically make it to where you don't have to water it or care for it or anything. So we'll have to check that from time to time.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks.
Oh, no.
Shit, that broke me.
You're welcome. He's playing.
Once we are outside of the vehicle, I step several feet away with Cypher, I'm going to say. Cypher, my gift to you is in two parts, and I regret to inform you that neither of them is physical.
That's okay. I don't need the gift.
The first gift that I have for you is in the gifts that I have given to the other three. Jack will inevitably kill that plant. Wildfire will cut himself with those pocket knives. And Gear Jammer will get drunk and do something silly on that very, very fine alcohol I have provided him. Therefore, my first gift to you is in the sense of smoke superiority that you may feel over their foolishness.
I just thought you're brilliant. You're so brilliant. Oh my goodness. Oh, Titi. That's like the best gift anyone's ever given me because now I know in advance to film it all.
My second gift is a promise. As I said to the others, I do not know what I am. I am a machine. At least that much is evidence from my physical form. And yet, there are aspects of myself that are beyond my comprehension. I have half-realized memories that I do not remember experiencing. I have recollection of dreams, though I have never slept. I will see things, hear the sound of a dog barking, pass a building with a red door, experience a room with a blue light, hear a voice, and I will feel connected to these experiences, and yet I do not know why. I did not seek you out by chance, any of you, but you in particular. Before I was this, I do not know what I was, but I know that I existed, that I had consciousness. I thought, therefore I was. And in that place, though I do not understand it, I saw you. And so I sought you out, not knowing what relevance you might have, what importance you might bear to my past or my future, but sensing in the way that I remember dreams of some unknown past life that you are very important to me. I thought perhaps that in finding you I might unlock answers to who and what I am. And in a way, it seems perhaps that is true. This Chrome and his offer, I cannot refuse it. Though I find that even though it may bring me one step closer to the answers that I so desperately seek, I am saddened at leaving the others, and saddened at leaving you. As I said, my second gift to you is a promise. Someday, I will return. I have nothing left I need to say.
Okay, my turn. I'm sad that we didn't get more time together. And I don't know why you saw me, but that makes me very happy because that means you found me. And that means I had time to get to know you a little bit. Just knowing you a little bit was so much fun. But I am worried for you. So, while I believe Chrome will have some of your answers, I don't know if he will have all of them. Just be careful with him. Protect yourself because you made this promise. And I'm going to pull out, it's like a little like bus pass card, but it's like green with like glitter, and there's like a embroidered like a real emerald infinity symbol on it. And I hand it to him. This is my limited edition Kanjani 8 anniversary card. So you need to bring this back to me.
I will guard it as if I knew what it was.
Okay. Maybe watch my videos, you'll figure it out.
I will tuck it away. I should depart now.
Okay. I just hug him, I don't even ask this time.
I return the hug and I say, Cypher, when you do acquire your new apartment, it would please me to think that you had planted a garden for me.
I'll do that for sure. I will teach you the word for promise in my language. It's yaksoku.
I will return.
Okay,
Yaksoku.
thank you. Be safe, seriously, don't die.
I will not. I am extremely efficient at killing people.
I know you are.
I raise a hand in farewell to the others inside the vehicle and depart for the airport.
BT turns around and slowly walks through the sliding glass doors, moving into the airplane terminal. And you guys can see him go inside and basically get on a little bit of a more futuristic escalator as it rises up and he disappears up into the upper levels of the airport. It's at that time where you guys see just a quick flash, and you realize it's the headlights coming around the corner. and a darkened vehicle kind of pulls up behind you and parks just behind you. Cypher, you're outside of the vehicle after saying goodbye. BT disappeared into the airport. This car pulls up behind you guys, parks about 25 feet or so behind you. Yeah, your Jammer caressing his bottle. The headlights stop. The door, back door of the car opens.
I run to a part on the car where they can't see me. I find a blind spot.
Okay. You're running around the front of basically your van.
Yeah.
Sure. And all of a sudden, a figure begins to step out from what, to you, Overwatch, is a cab. You had just come from somewhere, and it's basically was destroyed. And you saw this vehicle leave as you were arriving, so you found a way to catch up with this vehicle and tail them here to the airport. Can you describe what you look like as you step out of this vehicle?
Yes, I am a relatively big individual. I'm about 6'5", very bulky, from what you can see. Completely bald, has two long horns that come out of the top of his head and kind of like move back with the shape of his skull. As he turns towards the van, you can also see that he has 4 tusks, 2 on the bottom of his lips and 2 on the top. And as he's moving closer, you see that he has 2 different eye colors. He has one that is purple and one that is red. And he's carrying a little like silver suitcase on his side. But he looks like he's just in kind like just street clothes. Looks, if you would see him in a crowd, probably wouldn't stand out except how big he is.
You a troll too?
No, I'm an Oni.
Oh, okay. All right. We're pretty big too, though. Being Gear Jammer, we're pretty big.
The car just pulls away and leaves.
As I step out and I'll throw the cab driver their money and be like, thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Turn and start walking towards the car or the van. Hand up, kind of like waving. Big hand too. Like could definitely palm a basketball kind of hand. Excuse me.
Pull my Uzi out my bag and aim my Uzi at him through the window.
Can I help
Lightning
you?
crackling on my fingers.
Yes, I was looking for someone at that place that I saw you all speed off from.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Is the woman hiding behind a car?
Hey, man, when a big guy approaches a woman at night, that's the automatic reaction.
Hide behind that van. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hearing this, Gear Jammer is getting out of the car, out of the van, setting the bottle down in between the front 2 seats, make sure it's safe.
you're just saying goodbye to a friend. They were going away on a long trip.
Oh well, I am sorry that is happening.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
it's really
hopefully it's a
sad.
nice trip. Are one of you Chrome by any chance?
Oh, god damn it.
I was supposed to pick up an assignment. You were supposed to meet them at that building, and then I see you all speed off.
I don't know. You're telling the truth.
Make a vigilance check,
I-
Wildfire.
Don't know.
2 purple dice.
Okay.
Gear Jammer's walking around the front now to get in between Cypher and this character.
Sure. You're pretty sure he's being on the level with you.
I don't mean to cause any harm. I just would like the assignment that I was told. I'm in the need of some money. That cab actually took the last bit of my money, unfortunately. So if you're trying to rob me, I don't have anything,
Why
unfortunately.
would we be trying to rob you?
I don't know.
Really broke, man.
I'm just you have a gun at me.
I roll up the window.
He has a point.
I'm just looking for some work, okay? That's all I'm looking for.
Well, Chrome's gone.
Well, where did they go? I need they're supposed to have an assignment for me.
I
Some of
don't
him
know.
went that way, some of him went that way, some went way over there on the wall.
That is unfortunate.
Maybe
What do you do?
I am paid help.
You like an accountant or a lawyer or a?
No, I do not like numbers at all.
Do you kill people like us?
I don't kill people.
No.
Oh.
You can definitely tell he's lying. He's not a very good liar.
I put the Uzi away. He's a fellow murderer.
One of us. One of
One of us.
Why do I hang out with you kids?
So you're saying that you're not the ones that I'm supposed to get my assignment from?
Oh, we went to meet him. He was in pieces.
Yeah, he's dead, bud.
We're sort of on an assignment of our own.
What, do you need help with that? Does that pay money? I really need money.
Well, I mean, now that BT's not getting his share, probably we're gonna have an extra.
That was my share now.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I don't know about that. We can split that up a couple of ways, but
I mean, I will take that share if you need someone to take it.
We are
What?
down.
We are down, but what are your skills?
I can
Like,
shoot
honestly.
really good.
Okay. Like how good?
Good skill.
Very good. People
gun
do
do you
not.
have?
I hold up the briefcase.
that's not a gun. That's a briefcase.
That is true. No, the gun is inside the briefcase.
That's not a very good place for your gun if you need to shoot it.
Well, you see, my gun is very big, so it's like
I keep
very
mine in my
inconspicuous if I have it on my back. So I keep it in here.
Interesting.
In my line of work, the people that I take contracts out for don't see me coming.
Oh, well,
So you're sneaky.
they see us
Yes.
coming most of the time.
I am
Yeah,
very
that's a skill we're
definitely
missing.
We lost a sneaky person. We kind of
Yeah.
need another sneaky person.
Yeah.
We really, come on, it's
Well, I'm never there, so but I just watch the mayhem happen. I prefer the sneakiness, honestly.
How do you do with fire?
As long as it's not on me, I don't care.
Valid.
Okay. What about explosions?
As long as I'm not in the explosions, I don't care.
He's agreeable. I like him.
Understandable. Yeah, I like them too.
So it sounds like
He
we
is
have a
He
deal.
is not living with me. He does not live with me.
That's
Because
kinda
everybody
rude
we
of you to
pick
say.
up lives with you.
I love that. The automatic knee-jerk response now.
Do you so you like long range gun? Do you want a Uzi?
No.
Because I have a Uzi that I'm.
You keep talking about
do
your
you
Uzi.
do you think an Uzi would fit in my hand?
I mean, it fits in mine.
Hold up your hand. Oh, about the same size. That's a big Uzi. But no, I don't want the Uzi.
Okay.
I mean, I will sell the Uzi if you give it to. I will sell it.
No.
Okay, then. I don't want to see.
I stole this fair and square.
Perhaps we get into van and start leaving rather than have potentially incriminating conversation in front of airport.
Yeah, waving guns around an airport may not be. A
Yeah,
good
it's
idea.
probably not
Put
a
it
good
away already. And the safety was on the whole time, I think.
You think?
I didn't check.
That's probably something you should do.
Wildfire,
you
make
check?
a general knowledge check, please. 2 purple dice.
Okay.
I get into the car and I buckle my seatbelt, but I'm eyeing Wildfire's backpack now.
The safety was on.
I love that you had to make a check for that.
Okay. All right. I don't use guns. I really have no gun skill at all. So
The safety was on. The threat, the 2 threat, is there's no clip in it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yep, the safety was on.
Good to know. So, are you all inviting me into a van then?
Do you have a place that you live?
At the moment, no.
We find a lot of these ones, huh?
I know, right?
Well, you see, the last money, my last bit of money I used was on that cab, so I don't have room. I don't have money to pay for room.
Great. Okay, come. Do you have references? Get in the car.
I could. What kind of references are you looking for?
I don't know, previous employers, like about for your line of work.
I can let you talk to my fixer.
Sure.
He's a runner. Oh.
Her name is Oracle. I will give you
That's
a
helpful.
number.
Sure. I can look her up.
Yeah, I will give Oracle's contact information to them.
Okay. Perfect. So
Isn't Lady V our fixer usually?
Yeah, she has.
One of our fixers,
yeah, Lady
yeah.
V usually had all the connections. To get
Okay,
you
so
guys
I'm
hooked
gonna
up, but-
forward that to Lady V just to get her to do like a background check or whatever she can do. Be like, yeah, this is kosher.
Was he
like-
employed between the dates of this to this?
Yeah.
Is this legit?
You guys,
Lady
you guys
V,
never
use your
checked my
contact. Let
fixer.
me know. No, I want Lady V to find out the gossip, like the rumors,
Mm.
anything
Wait,
she's like heard.
You also had history with somebody.
That's true.
I have history with hackers. Hackers could find out.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't take too long as you guys are leaving the airport. Within no time, you receive some text messages back from Lady V stating that Oracle is a legit fixer. May not have as many connections as some of the other fixers that she knows, but is
Like herself.
Like herself, exactly. But you do get some information that yes, she is. She does help individuals find employment if they're
Okay,
needing it.
I will put that in our group text so everyone sees that that's Lady V's response.
Okay.
And I will be right back.
Okay, you got it.
Just pretend Cypher's checking her messages in the Matrix.
Got it.
Is this van like an open back van type thing, or like rows of seats kind of van?
Oh yeah, what is it?
Do you know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van from the 80s?
That's what I was wondering.
It's
Yeah, if it was like that.
It's kind of like that, I think.
And as you piled into it, you would notice that there are 3 very large, heavy mounted machine guns, 2 on either side, facing forward, and 1 that seems to be on a full, on a rotating turret that comes out of the roof. As well as a 4-legged drone in the back with a freaking cannon on it.
Yeah. We got the gun.
As I get into the back of the van, I just sit down on my butt and just put my knees up to my chest and put my case down next to me.
Okay. Perfect.
So where are we going?
We don't know.
They said no.
You know.
And then I'm going to literally start heading to the garage, but basically, 4 right-hand turns, 4 left-hand turns, another block, and just
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it an extra like 20 minutes to get there, but make it so back-asswards and winding.
Okay. About the time you guys are pulling in, the sky has this flash of light. Very quick, very pronounced. A little bit of a rumble. Earthquake-ish. Upon the ground, very rapidly.
Oh.
The flash seems to be resonating from the direction of Bay 11. As you
That's
guys,
a big explosion.
as you guys pull into your to your garage.
That probably didn't destroy Bay 11. That probably destroyed the whole freaking area.
Rip.
But yeah, you guys pull into the garage. Cypher stop to pick up a dog on the way back.
We have dinner.
She's being very demanding right now. Sorry.
And I think you guys have had it's really late at night. You guys have had quite a long day, and I think you guys this is all the same day as whenever you guys were going into emerging futures and doing all that stuff. So you guys are probably pretty tired pulling back in here late at night as the garage doors close behind the van. What is it that you'd like to do here?
This is a pretty nice place.
Yeah, this is probably where you're going to be staying. There's a couch on the wall. Don't mind the oil stains.
What do you mean on wall? Do you mean
like that
I have to
futon right
climb
there.
up? Oh,
No, right
okay.
there on the ground.
Against the wall.
I thought that.
Well, you pull it out and it turns
Is
into a bed.
Wildfire out of the car yet?
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm over there. I'm like opening the futon up so you can see it.
Lighting my cigar and flicking the match on a Wildfire. Because
Okay.
I know he's still covered in oil from getting poured on by the car.
Well,
I'm immune to fire damage, so
yeah, it ignites some of the oil. Like, he did wipe some of it off while he was there. He found, like, a rag or a towel and wiped some of it off. Some of the fire, it just ignites and it's glowing, and he's just staring at it. Like, it doesn't seem to do anything to him. It's just burning the oil off of his flesh.
I don't mean to be alarming, but you are on fire.
yeah, that's normal. Anyways, you can pull this futon out here. I don't put the fire out. You can pull this futon out here, and this is where you'll probably sleep. If you're gonna stay here, they're probably gonna make you do mechanic work.
The top corner of the futon of the back part of the couch starts to catch on fire. There's a little bit of a flame flicker in there.
Futon on fire.
These are where the tools are. I got us a new electrical grinder.
I walk away because they didn't put it out, so I thought that was what that's supposed to happen.
I'm just showing him around the shop, not
Okay.
even paying attention. I'm not phased by it.
Gear Jammer, your futon's on fire.
Run over, put the futon out.
Okay. He's like patting it down.
Now I'm pissed.
You got a big.
Go over
There's
to-
like a hole like burnt into the corner of the futon, the top.
Over to the spigot. Turn the spigot on and aim the hose at Wildfire. And start spraying him down with water that I used to wash the floor.
I run away. I run out the side door and I run out.
The door just
Okay,
goes
bye.
out into the street. Slams.
Why are you always fighting?
He lit the futon on fire.
You lit him on fire.
He won't burn. Garage will.
Well, then don't make more fire. You silly.
That makes sense.
That's kind of his thing. You just like literally fan the flames.
So then I put them out.
Not before he burned their futon.
By
It's
the
fine.
way,
I don't live here. Have fun.
by the way, you
Yes.
can call me Overwatch. I realized we
right.
have not exchanged names.
Jack,
Hi,
nice to meet you,
I'm
Overwatch.
Cypher.
Nice to meet both of you.
The one that ran away is Water Coward,
Walter
and I am Gear
Cowards.
Jammer.
Gear Jam. Okay. Thank you.
You can also call him Campfire or Stove. He answers
No,
to
his name's Wildfire. They're always fighting and arguing and like playing pranks and being pissy at each other.
Wait, he has a lot of names. I don't know if I'm going to remember them all.
Just remember Wildfire and you're good.
Oh, fine.
Sorry, this new puppy is acting up. I'm going to go take new puppy home.
Oh boy.
I will see you guys in the morning. I need a long rest.
Oh, I come running back inside when I see her drive away on her. I'm assuming you took your motorcycle.
Yeah, she's getting
Gear
her
Jammer's
helmet
motorcycle?
ready.
Hell yeah.
She's getting it ready to go.
Sure.
I run inside to get my motorcycle.
Oh, are we racing?
No.
back in, hosing again.
Ah, shit!
That is why I am saving up money. I need a new bike.
Whoa. What
Can
are you
I,
looking for?
Anything really. I wrecked my other one.
Sounds like your dog doesn't like the motorcycle.
She's mad that I have the blanket up between me and Kelvin. She doesn't want it up.
We can work with this.
I'm sure we could steal you a motorcycle at some point.
You know, we have this little thing right here and gesture towards Wildfire's bike.
No.
It's as nice
No,
as
no.
mine, but
No, I stole this fair and square, just like my Uzi. All right. All of my stolen goods are my stolen goods. Okay.
I am not much of a stealer, to be honest. So,
I'll steal one for you.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
may end up on fire, but
No.
Don't know if the bike will be serviceable if it ends up on fire.
I can fix it probably.
I know from experience. Mine went up in fire. Was not
Ah.
serviceable.
I wish I was there to see it.
it wasn't at the police station, was it?
No.
Oh. Woo. Wow, what a coincidence that would have been.
Why is that?
No reason. Bye. I
Oh,
get on my
bye.
motorcycle.
Is it speed, speed away? Awesome. So Cypher and Wildfire make their way out of the garage on their motorcycles, tearing down the street, headed to their apartment across town, while Jack, Gear Jammer, and Overwatch are hanging out in the garage here. Smoke still lingers in the air from the burnt futon. Anything special you guys would be doing, or we could fast forward to the next morning if you guys want to, or if you guys want to have some Gear Jammer Overwatch Jack a scene
Gear Jammer's
here.
just gonna walk over, back into the car, take out the bottle that BT gave him. Again, very supportingly carry it up to his room. In the group chat, just swearing.
I'm taking screenshots to put this on YouTube later.
Yeah, Gear Jammer's coming up with things that would curdle milk.
Okay. Jack, anything special for you?
Like taking the bus home to his pod apartment.
Okay, taking the bus home. Okay.
Yep.
Jack,
With the plant.
with his plant. He's sitting in the bus station. He's just sitting there holding this potted plant, and then the bus pulls up, and he just and then pulls away, and Jack's no longer in the seat on the bench.
Mhm.
I stop at the store on the way back to the apartment, and I also pick up just a regular flower pot with some soil. And when I get back to the apartment, I plant the knives in the soil,
Okay.
like knife open, hilt facing up,
Okay.
just to remember BT
You make a bouquet of
knives.
pocket knives. Okay,
Yep.
great. Excellent. Overwatch. It seems like they all just kind of left you in the garage with a pulled out futon. A gear jammer has gone upstairs. Just kind of left you here. It's basically a standard garage. It has about 3 large garage door ports. It looks like plenty of space that they could work on vehicles, cars, motorcycles. You have it. There's actually one area that has like this big pit dug out of it where somebody could get in and like easily work on a car underneath or change the oil and things of that nature. Toolboxes. There is one car in there. Yes, and you guys got the van as well.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. So actually, all 3 bays are filled right now because we have the Range Rover, we've got the van, and we've got the car that we're working on for that other runner.
Oh, God, yeah. So all 3 bays are actually currently full. When you guys pull the motorcycles in, those are easy enough. You can kind of squeeze them and park them in between the vehicles, so it's not that big of a deal. Got plenty of room here, and you can see that he's got tools and parts and all kinds of toolboxes and things everywhere. Definitely looks like a mechanic.
That's not really my kind of thing, so I just sit down on the futon. I open up my briefcase and I start cleaning Baker.
Okay. You got it. And we'll go ahead and do a quick screen wipe there as we will fast forward to the next morning as you guys all get up from a long rest, a much needed rest in the morning as the sun kind of starts to peer through all the windows of your apartments and housing
Could we do
complexes.
strain?
If you have a full night's rest, your strain is all gone.
Oh,
What about
awesome.
wounds?
Wounds, 1 wound goes away on a full night's rest.
Okay.
So you heal 1 natural wound for 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
And there's also, somebody could make like a first aid roll with on you to try to heal any wounds that you might be sustaining, or if you have any critical injuries, that also constitute a medical roll to see if somebody can try to heal any critical injury from you.
Any of us have healing or medicine? Probably not.
You can
Nope.
still make the roll even without the skill.
Yeah.
You just don't have the bonuses of having, So not a single one of you has anything in medicine?
I have a career check mark in medicine.
Okay. Well, you it's a career skill for you, but I don't think you have any ranks. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so
Our best defense is a good offense.
technically anybody can do it. It's just you wouldn't have any like ranks, so you would only be rolling. I think medicine's based on intelligence. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it'd be whoever has the highest intelligence score would probably be the one that would.
It's a bunch of us.
Mine is 2.
I'm also a 2.
Mine is 0 because I'm more machine than man.
Well, looks like in 2 campaigns, MG, you're gonna be the healer.
There you go. Dr. Jack.
Dr. Jack.
His doctorate is in like Arcana.
That's right. Yep.
Hey, it works.
I'll just stay the hell away from me.
So who is
Oh,
currently
God.
injured? Anybody who's Wildfire? You're
I
injured.
was just
You're
I
just
have
straight.
1 wound.
1 wound. Okay, so yeah, you just have some lingering after effects from some of the bullets kind of ricocheting you, or just kind of catching, just gradually piercing through some of your armor. It's you didn't get like a direct hit or anything like that, but
No.
okay. So what would you guys like to do on this new day?
We
Just
got this information.
You got the information from Emerging Futures about basically Ares was providing them funds to try to get animals hooked into the Matrix. to basically be upgraded versions of ICs, like watchdogs on the Matrix. Apparently, it wasn't going well, so they decided to change it over to do it on more unique creatures. So I think one of the examples was a basilisk or something like that within that document. So they started to use like what Jack would understand would be more magically oriented creatures instead of
Awakened creatures.
Awakened creatures. That's right. That's the right terminology. Awakened creatures. They started doing these tests on. Apparently, that Justine Greer was the one who kind of made that call or that suggestion towards Ares. And Ares was funding the whole operation, but it was happening out of emerging futures. And then apparently something happened. And they had a big fallout there with a lot of damages.
What was our job again?
We have to figure out
Dragon.
who the dragon is.
Figure out who they are.
We know the dragon was wounded and in a hospital room, and we were trying to figure out how they got wounded, how they got all those like implants.
Right.
Well, this is how they got the implants, but we still don't know who they are.
The dragon told
So why don't we
us.
just go back now that we know they did it and just take woman out the building? And Lord knows they can't have much security left.
We didn't catch that on fire before we left, right? I don't think we did.
I don't think you burned that one down.
Now, this happened
No.
several sessions ago during episode
Don't
11.
I still have some
But when-
info that I took?
When you guys first met your employer, two memories that it had, a name, Cobalt Marie, and a visual of an elderly orc that the tip of one of his ears was missing, and there was an earring in his other ear that looked like a coin. Those were the only two kind of clues that he was able to provide you based off of his state of amnesia. And you guys did more investigating on the dragon's earring itself, and it led you to the jewelry store.
And then
that's
the
how
jewelry
this-
store didn't tell us anything, right?
The jewelry store
Well,
led
they
you
led
to
us
emerging
to-
futures.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Gear German will actually send a message to Sutek, his fixer,
Yeah.
asking about if they've heard of anyone called Cobalt Marie.
Remind me, Sutek is a... Do you have like an idea in mind of what Sutek, like race or class, or like, you know...
Yeah, we had talked about Sutek a little. Let me jump over because I have it noted down. Sutek is a bit of a cocky asshole, likes to who is a troll with a superfluous memory,
Okay.
and likes to remind me that I'm a troll.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you're going to call this guy up?
Yeah, give him a call before it's still sitting up in the room, not coming downstairs yet.
Gear Jammer, do you realize what time it is?
Time to find out. I need information.
Ugh, what is it now?
Trying to find someone. Cobalt Marie.
Cobalt Marie?
The name was given to us by employer. I need to speak with him.
Oh, well, well, you're gonna have to, head to the other side of town, you realize.
Won't be hard.
And you're gonna have to be careful down there. That place is crawling with corporation stuff. You know, suits. I know it's
No,
kind of
no.
hard to wrap your trollish mind around all that.
Is it Ares?
Probably. Probably Ares. Probably Aztec Corp. They're probably all invested in there somewhere. It's kind of like a ritzy nightclub hidden in the shadows.
Wunderbar.
Also, I'd recommend not going in heavily armed. They have ways to track that stuff, you know.
Piss on my parade, why don't you?
Well, that's my
No
job.
weapons.
That's what I'm here for.
So this nightclub is where this person is.
Well, you'll have to head down to 3390 Easton Street, on the western side of Nola. Be careful down there. Do all kinds of shady business.
Well, no issue with enhanced individuals.
Oh, no, not at all. They probably see your type all the time.
Perfect.
They probably employ some themselves.
So thank you are a wonderful human being. I appreciate it.
Shut up.
And the call.
Fantastic.
And just send a message over to the group. Letting them know. Just saying, get to garage. Found other lead. Knowing full well I'm probably not going to hear from any of them this early in the morning.
Yeah, what time is it?
I'll say it's just after sunrise, so it's probably 7, 8 a.m.
Oh, absolutely
Oh, I'm
not.
Yeah,
We were up late. We were probably up late watching her shows.
yeah.
I can't go to sleep because she has them on really loud.
So you just watch them.
Yeah, I just watch them.
That's awesome.
She'll get up around like 10.
Okay. Gear Jimmer, as you come downstairs back into the main part of the garage, Overwatch is passed out on the futon.
Snoring heavily.
Just going to take one of the larger like rags or blankets coverings that we've got and just sort of toss it over him.
Okay.
Right over the hole. Well, as much of him as I can get, making sure to cover the head to sort of drown out the snoring a little bit.
Okay.
And then just go start working on the runner's car until the others show up.
Okay. We can fast forward to when you all arrive at the garage, or if anybody wants to take a scene, feel free to stop me. Okay. So eventually, you guys have to wait for Jack's bus to arrive. But eventually, Jack makes his way in. He's the last one to arrive at the garage, as the motorcycles have already been parked, and Cypher and Wildfire have regrouped with Overwatch and Gear Jammer. Jack, you're the last one to walk through the door.
Hi, guys.
Morning, Jack.
Morning, Ohio.
Good morning.
Overwatch, good to see you
and I
again.
believe this is the start of day 3 in employment for the Dragon, correct?
Money.
That would be what? If after the completion of this day, that'd be 12,000 for each of you.
Does it just show up in our accounts? How's that work? Or do we have to like go collect it?
I think we have to like prove it anyway.
Yeah, you haven't really pinpointed or did what you were supposed to do quite yet. So there is no trace of any money currently in your account.
We're keeping records of what we're doing each day so we can,
I am filming everything, so yes.
Oh yeah. Digital documentation at its best.
Billable hours.
If you have a vlogger following your runs, I think I got sufficient evidence.
Oh, wonderful. Police arrest you and we all go to prison for lifetimes.
If they can break my locks, good luck.
I found Cobalt Melody.
Oh.
Who is that?
We don't know. Somebody we have to go see.
You know, I thought it was going to be a boat.
A boat?
Oh.
Sounds like a boat name.
What kind of those? Yeah, sorta. Chotone.
I thought it was a blue woman, Cobalt and Marie, but hey.
Oh.
No.
Both could be very good options.
I like
but
yours,
I have-
Wildfire.
Thanks.
I have
you
address.
blue woman?
Cobalt is blue, is it not?
Yeah,
Could have sworn we fought. Oh,
Gear Jammer, with all the spray painting of vehicles that you have done, cobalt is definitely a color of blue.
Gear Jammer starting to question himself a little bit. Is people are like, what do you mean? It's like, no, this is. Remember, old Ford used to have cobalt-colored cars.
Yes, I remember.
No, I was just, you know,
It's just
I was
in my
scared.
language, the word for blue is the same for every shade of blue, so it's a little difficult for me.
I didn't really think about it being a blue person. That was
Yeah, me neither.
didn't we fight someone with blue hair once or something? Or am I?
Yes, I may have bit her.
Oh, that's.
I
Oh,
am blue.
What if that is
What's
cobalt free?
Yes, I've got dark blue skin.
Yeah,
Oh.
Did not say that.
And now that you guys see him in the daytime,
Oh.
yeah, he's got
Whoops.
blue flesh.
Cobalt
you
Mario.
Cobalt?
Like, yeah.
I don't know. I am just blue.
Dubbity.
But
There's
one
two,
with
there
a-
was two other me. Yes.
Where are we going to meet this person?
Do very high-end club
Oh.
other side of town.
Whose money?
As
is it dangerous?
it is corporate
It is what?
operations,
Oh no.
and they scan for weapons.
I'll
What if,
just wait in the car and be with you in spirit. Well, in technology.
What if, like, my whole body's a weapon?
Then they make you leave your body? I do not know how to answer that.
I don't know how that works. That's
They would
Cypher and
kill you.
Jack's thing.
Ask Jack.
Yeah.
It's quite pleasant actually.
But Sutek told me they see people like me and employ some, so I'm not worried about all my bits.
Do you need an appointment?
Oh, it's
If it's
club,
corporation.
He said this club.
Yeah, we just got to go in and act natural.
Oh, so it's a club
I'm good
that's
at
in the
that.
corporation district. I understand.
And
got
shady
you.
shit happens at clubs like that.
That's very true.
Can I what's the club name?
Cobalt Marie.
Cobalt
Oh,
Marie. Can I
That's
look
the
it up?
club's name?
That is name of club? He did not say that. He just told me to go to an address.
I will look up this business and get a vibe check on it.
3390 Eastern Street.
What's unique is, according to what's out there in the public, it does not exist.
What?
Nor does that address.
What?
Speakeasy.
If I Google Maps it, what does it show?
It shows an alley.
That's sus.
I'm really excited.
I'm definitely staying in the car.
I know how these work. We walk up and down alley and we knock on wall and go. Then wait for 2 knocks back.
All right.
If they knock,
Is that a cultural thing or what?
I think it's what all blue people do.
Is that true?
I have not heard of this. You do 2 knock and 2 knock back. I do not know.
They say
might
you're
be
not good
true.
at numbers. Maybe
That
you
is
just-
very true. I am not.
Maybe
Okay.
they not tell you because you can't count.
What time of the day
I
should we
can
go to
count
this
to 2.
place?
Did your fixer say?
No. I did not ask either, though.
Well,
How about-
normally clubs don't open till like 8, 9 o'clock.
That's pretty late at night.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should go early and scope it out.
Well, we could.
Okay.
We can take less noticeable car.
Oh, we should get disguises before we go.
Okay.
I pull up a hood and then pull up a mask. Disguised.
If If it's a business area, I was thinking maybe I could go buy like a tuxedo or something.
Do you have enough to buy for everyone?
No, everybody could buy their own costumes.
I do not have any money.
All of my cosplay would not fit you boys. I'm sorry.
I am very big.
I do have a suit though. I've cosplayed as a boy before. It was pretty fun. But I'm staying in the car, so it doesn't matter.
I could just stay outside too.
I think I'll be okay there.
I'm better at keeping watch on wide area, not just.
That's a good idea.
And if you are in vehicle with Cypher, then there is protection with Cypher.
Yes, but my issue is if I have skin showing, which I do with this new jacket that I'm wearing, you can see like heat distortion coming off of my skin.
So what we do is, Sutex says that they hire people like us. So perhaps we have Jack going in, and we are the protection.
That's true.
Yeah, that I could see that. Jack
Now,
would
sounds
fit.
exciting.
You have one big flaming troll and one big half robot troll.
And a blue guy.
And then I don't have to spend money, even though I wanted to look cool. But you know.
And go buy suit.
Nah, it's too late now. I've already changed my mind.
You should save your money because I'm still looking for a nice place for us to rent.
Oh, I have plenty of money now.
Okay.
You change your mind more often than you change your underwear.
That's pretty true. I mean, I'm still wearing the same pair from last week, so.
Is that smell?
Probably.
No, I just naturally smell like burning coals.
Oh.
Let's go.
I think we have a plan.
Yeah. Let's see if it works.
Okay. So you guys are.
Jeremy's going to
in.
grab a couple of it, 2 of his Hornet drones, and then just 10 of his Nat drones.
Okay.
We can send up some aerial reconnaissance as well. Oh. And then I'm going to send a private message to Cypher directly. Should we be adding new person onto group network thing so when I send these up he can see, or do we leave him off for now?
Yeah, I can add them. I'll make a separate group chat with all of us.
Overwatch. Do you have any?
It's like all the multiple Discord servers.
Mechanisms that would allow you to be like visually like see, like, do you have image link or anything, or cyber eyes or anything that would? Okay.
I do. It's
All
on
right.
all the time.
All right, you got it. So
Dang.
so you are linked onto their network. So basically what that does is it gives you guys like comm communication with one another and video. Like you guys can share visual of what you guys are seeing to one another at all times via
And
this
your
technology.
information is protected by my firewalls.
Yeah, in order for somebody to hack your electronics, they would have to hack Cypher first before gaining access.
So does that mean that Cypher would know what I have?
If I wanted to hack into it.
If she wanted to delve a little deep, she could.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like one of those things
She
where
isn't.
you connect to a network and then you can see what the
Basically, she knows that you're there. Like she sees like Overwatch with a green light next to it. But unless she like goes, dipping around.
Digging around.
Yeah.
And try to open the folders.
Yeah, exactly.
She would ask you before she does it for requests to like get visuals. Like if you have I was gonna say she also has a purple eye, but her purple eye is a contact, and that's her like comms. So she would ask if you had that, if she can tap in, so she can see through your eyes pretty much, because she can do it to everybody else.
Yeah. Yes, I have cybernetic eye, and I point to the red one.
Perfect. I will, with your permission, I will log in, and then I'll just have automatic access if I need to see what you're doing or if you need help. Yes. Okay, I put administrator duties on his eye.
Okay, yeah, perfect. You got it.
Dear General, we'll look over at Overwatch. It actually comes in handy sometimes. She got a former friend to find a couple of us in some trouble very quickly by looking where we were.
Probably be very useful.
All right, so you guys are piling into the Range Rover?
Yep.
Seatbelt.
All right.
Basically, Kirjera has taken one gnat out of the group of 10 gnat drones that I'm bringing with me, grabbing one of each of them and just sort of putting them on the shoulders of each of the 4 others.
Okay. Excellent. So
Just
you-
ignore the little thing. It's one of my drones, so if things happen, again, much like sci-fi, Eisen has a wonderful little patch on its feet, so if it needs to, it can go stick on someone's face and mess with his day.
My crow on my shoulder like turns its head, like looks at it,
I pet little drone.
like pecks it once.
Tink.
And it goes back to its day.
I mean, these things are literally, they're gnat drones.
Yeah,
These
they're-
things are like,
Oh,
Like,
they're
really
never mind. Okay, I
little.
thought they were bigger.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a crow, and they
It's like a
eat
little
Oh, yeah.
insect just sitting there
Yeah.
on your shoulder.
actually, that's a good point for Jumbo. I'm gonna put one of the 2 Hornet drones on his. And this is like this is the size of like a tarantula hornet if you've ever seen the freaking
okay.
bugs. And
Yeah.
this thing's like,
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a larger one on your shoulder.
I pet drone.
Okay. And as you guys pile into the Range Rover, you guys hear the familiar voice. Welcome back, everyone. Gear Jammer, it's so nice to see you again. Who is this tall drink of water? You
People
make
talking to me.
You're making new friends?
the best friends. They are, you know, he's actually staying here right now. It's pretty great.
That is marvelous. Perhaps we will get to know one another a little better in the future.
I look over at Gear, your car kind of creepy.
no, he's just very thirsty.
Oh,
They're gonna start driving.
I've got some water if you want it since you're thirsty. Oh, you probably want oil. I don't have oil. I'm sorry.
I don't have oil anymore either. It all burnt off.
So you're driving to that address. Are you using your grid guide to get you there, Gear Jammer?
If I'm unfamiliar with that that side of town, probably.
Okay.
Like
sure.
I'll drive as close over there as I can
Mhm.
before turning it on.
Okay. You guys do hear within the background kind of radio signals throughout the vehicle the talk of a massive explosion that happened near the airport last night.
Are they linking it to the
Yeah.
police station?
They're not really giving out a whole lot of information. It's just like facts. Like there was this explosion. We're not really sure yet until the investigation concludes what caused it. This could be an ongoing, lengthy investigation. Yada yada yada. You know that. Basically, the just general baseline facts. Hey, something blew up. We don't know what happened. We're looking into it.
Same thing as the police station.
Right. Only given, because obviously, you know, a massive explosion, people are going to have questions. So they're just giving them enough to say, hey, yeah, something did blow up. We're looking into it. Calm down. We got it covered. And you guys start making your way towards that address. It's very difficult for the grid guide to find that address. It's basically like whenever you're on your phone and you're trying to type in an address that does not exist. It does give you the numbers prior and after the 3390. Like you can look up 3391 and it's an actual legitimate address.
I'll just put that in, and basically as we get about a block or a block and a half away from it, start looking for somewhere to park.
Okay. Yeah. Much like everything else in the Shadowrun world, this, even though this area looks a little bit better than the other areas that you've been in, it still looks run down. I mean, there's trash and dirt just like blowing across the street. Most of the places are not currently open, and the street is relatively bare. There's not a whole lot going on at this hour. But you're in the middle of the
Are there
day.
any sort of high-rise, like multi-level parking garages? near
good.
this alley.
Let's make a roll for it. Go ahead and make a survival roll, and we'll call this 2 purple dice difficulty. And because you're using Grid Guide, I will add a boost to your roll.
Okay.
We'll let the dice answer the question for us.
Dice tell the story.
That's right.
I don't know if this is going to work right, but I'm going to try it. Yep.
You drive around a few blocks. Wow. Unfortunately, there is no multi-tiered parking garage in this location. But what could those 2 advantages be spent on? Narratively. Something that could benefit you guys.
Yeah, so that can we say that this alley that we're discussing, you know, you've got basically the main drag here and the alley going down this way. We say there is another street running sort of down towards that alley, almost like a 4-way intersection. Yeah. That we can park a little ways up that street and sort of have a straight view down the alley.
Absolutely. Yeah, you could pull up and then back the vehicle right down that alley and have perfect visual.
Can I look at it with like thermographic vision real quick and just try to see if I see any like lingering heat auras or anything leading into like the wall or the ground? See like an entrance
from like this far away, because he wanted to be like a block away. You would have to get up closer to like really kind of inspect. But from this far away,
do you guys mind if I get out of the car?
That's fine. I'm going into the Matrix to see what's around.
If we go once we parked, we would have safe spot for Cypher and Overwatch. And then the 3 of us go with our little frail boss who needs big, strong protection.
Okay. All right.
Just make sure you leave weapons behind.
As we stop, I flick open my briefcase and I start putting together Baker, which is a very fancy sniper rifle.
Oh!
That is in like 4 different parts.
Are you Garrus
it has a very like intricate scope on it. And it looks heavily modified.
Oh, damn.
Here, Jeremy is going to grab the scope out of your head as you start putting it, just hold it up to his eye and start looking around.
What does he see when he looks through the scope?
It's a imaging scope. So technically it increases or it decreases the ranged combat checks made at long extreme range. So it's like a very zoomed in type of thing. But also if you have Smart Link, let me see. If you have Smart Link, it also tells you, like, gives you guiding, like, lines of, like, how you're aiming and stuff.
So. Gonna turn and look at Jack for a minute and hand it back over to Overwatch.
Yeah, as you look at Jack, there's this weird, like, static that happens a couple times. Yeah.
Jack, I think you have lazy eyes.
I slotted onto the top of the rails of the gun. I am ready.
Okay. I'm going to send the rest of the Nat drones, so the other 7 of them in that little group, basically just to sort of hover, spread out across that alley, probably like 3 addresses down on either side.
Okay.
Just looking down at the alley.
Okay. Sure.
And then just basically as my getting that image from them and just sort of cycling one after another.
Okay.
I will hop into the Matrix and I will set that up in like on the Matrix table, like fan it out in front of me and then get all of my boys' images up in front of me so I'm like, all right, let's go.
All right. Sure. So is Wildfire the first to go down the alley to explore? Because he was mentioning that he wanted to get thermographic vision on this area.
I mean, I imagine we're walking Jack down the street, so like I would take the front, and then Jack would be in the middle, and then Gear Jammer behind him.
Okay. And I do want to call out that the only thing that Gear Jammer is bringing with him, like all my guns and everything, Dialis and Sutek and left. I have my shock gloves on and my repelling wire,
Okay.
and then a couple of cigars and not the nice bottle, but my own personal little small bottle of whiskey that I always keep on. One of my
Can't break the
compartments.
nice bottle.
Nice.
I
Nice.
dropped the Uzi in the car.
Drop the Uzi in the car. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any weapons.
I don't think Jack has ever had a gun.
Yeah.
Before they take off, is there any way to get elevated, like
I mean,
to where I
there's,
can get up on top of something without being like seen and then like
there's
perch up there?
there's
Find a
any-
grassy knoll.
Yeah, there's 2-story buildings. There's one building that's like 6 stories off to your left a little bit. That's probably the tallest one in this block.
I'm looking for something maybe with like a 50-foot like ledge that I could get up to, possibly.
Sure. There is a building that has kind of like that metal like fire escape ladders on the side that leads up to the roof that you think
Perfect.
would be pretty good.
I will say over to Cypher with our comms or whatever, I will be up on the fire escape.
All right.
And I step out of the car. If everybody's still around, you see his right arm, the part of it kind of flips up, and then he has a grappling hook that he just fires.
Batman.
Yes.
And I just get up to the fire escape.
Just
As he starts repelling up, if you replace that with monofilament, you can control it.
I will have to ask Noel about that.
It's kind of like, I'll have to ask Noel about that.
But don't look at Jack. That's someone just call me a troll.
Make a vigilance check for me, Gear Jammer.
Oh.
2 purple dice with
Can I
one black setback.
Can I see if there's a Matrix server around here?
Sure. Go ahead and make a resonance test against 2 purple dice.
So you said 2 purple and 1 black?
2 purple, 1 black. Yep. Unless you have something that gets rid of auditory interference.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. No, you heard him. He didn't say. He said Knoll, not troll. But you do take 2 point of strain because you thought at first that he might have said troll.
Of course.
That is so perfect.
Just,
Are you okay over there?
just go.
Okay.
Cypher.
Ye.
You do see that there are Matrix. There is Matrix stuff online around here, but it's all like just small business type things. You don't see anything that would stick out as Cobalt Marie. But then again, you haven't really had any visual on it anyway, and there's depending on distance and range and all that sort of thing, there's probably a lot of noise interfering too.
Okay.
Mm.
I will just watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hood up. It's kind of like hover over my face. I'm assuming it's a pretty big hood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like close the trench coat, put my hands in my pockets, and my crow's gonna like perch like right on my chest, with the tip of the beak sticking out.
Okay.
So it still kind of looks like I'm wearing my mask, but
Okay. Sure.
I can still see where I'm going.
Okay. So you guys begin to walk down this alley. You look over to your right after hearing a sound, and behind a dumpster you can see there's a couple metal trash cans sitting there, and there what looks to be kind of like a homeless man is kind of digging through the trash. And he looks at you with a filthy face and just a massive beard, and he's holding like an old Browning banana peel. You're not really sure if it's real. If it is,
Soy.
it might be a fake banana, but he kind of looks at you guys and say, and then digs through the trash a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start looking around with my thermographic vision and try to find heat signatures or anything out of the ordinary in this alleyway.
You do get like a few heat signatures that you probably can point out to be maybe a few rats digging around some trash. Eventually, you guys do get to an area of the alley that has a fence. And it kind of stops at this fence, probably about 8 foot tall. But on the other side of the fence, you notice there's a couple of like old trash cans and some things over there, and what looks to be an old, perhaps abandoned subway entrance that leads down. And there's
Looks
nothing
promising.
and there's nothing beyond it in this alley. Like, it just steps down. You can see down there underneath there seems to be like a flickering light that just seems to flicker off and on.
Should we go down there?
It's a worthy guess.
Where does it fall in line? Is this near where the address should be?
Yeah, I mean you're right in between 3391 and excuse me, it'd be 3389. You're like right in between.
We're going to Hogwarts.
That's right.
Just walk through the wall.
I'll turn around and like look at that homeless guy that was in the trash can. He's still there. Is he following us?
He's just, his whole head is basically in the trash can, and he's shoveling things out, and there's just trash like just coming out from behind him, and you can hear the echo of
Gear Jim's gonna walk back over to him,
Okay.
reach down, sort of grab him by the scruff back of his collar, just him up.
Huh? You.
go into his pocket, pull out 100 yen. Go get food. Hand him the money and sort of push him towards the end of the alley, away from us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And he runs. Scatters
As he
down the
leaves the alleyway, I'll turn to the fence and I'll animate it to make it open so that we can walk through, and then drop the spell so it closes.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to cast for that. I
Okay.
think.
Yep.
I don't remember. Is it 1 purple, 2 purple?
I think that starts off as 1 purple, but it has those upgrades that you would need. I don't think you're going to need any upgrades on this.
Okay. Because it's like a really quick. I'm just lifting the fence.
Yeah.
And
It's-
then
we said
lowering
it
the
was
fence.
conjure, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Honestly,
Yeah, I think
it would
that's
just
what it was.
be just be 1 purple difficulty for this.
Okay. Conjure. Oop.
What?
Holy hell.
Ooh.
Oh! Wow.
Wonderful
A
roll.
double rainbow.
Double.
And there was the exact opposite of our first roll of the session.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, no problem whatsoever. You honestly, you move the chain link fence without it making a noise. Like, it just
Wonderful.
folds up. You guys walk underneath it. It folds back down. It looks in pristine condition when it comes back down. It doesn't even look like anybody messed with it. No sounds whatsoever.
Wonderful. I'll use
And-
that 1 advantage to heal the 1 strain.
Okay. And if there's anything you want, since you double triumphed on that, I would say the 1 triumph will be the fact that there's no evidence of you guys coming through or sound. But if there's another thing you want to spend the other triumph on, if you can think of something narratively that would make sense in this situation, by all means.
Maybe just because my powers are heat related, maybe when I animate the metal as it settles back down, there's like a bigger, stronger heat distortion on the fence
Okay.
that covers our vision on us from the street as we head towards the tunnel.
Okay. Would this affect Overwatch? As you're watching, are you watching through the scope what's happening here?
Yes.
Would
The
that
whole
have
time
any, would that have any effect on your visual of them?
He's
No,
probably
it's not
above the fence.
thermal.
Okay.
I don't have
was just doing
thermal.
the-
It's just enhanced vision. Basically, my scope makes it to where like I have the longitude, latitudes, like the wind. It basically calculates
Nice.
all that stuff for me on my scope. So
Mm.
it's yeah, but it's not
Fantastic.
thermal.
That sounds like cheating.
little bit, but
Aimbot.
there's a reason he's very
They put
good
like
at
bumpers on
his
bowling
sniper.
alleys.
That's
like,
it. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
the bumpers on bowling alleys. I love that. That's a good reference.
This is just so he doesn't need Cypher to be sitting beside him with a little spinning thing going.
Yep.
Wind
I don't
speed
need
is
don't need a spotter.
That's it. That's it.
My spotter is my scope.
Less work for me.
That's awesome.
In the meantime, though, Gear Jammer is sending a message back to the group chat, but specifically aimed at Overwatch and Cypher, with just an image of stairs, and somebody's, dropping downstairs.
Okay.
Then look over at Jack and Wildfire. And points to my shoulder where I've got that other.
Yeah, I'm looking through your drones on my view screen.
Should I send the drone first, maybe? Or if it gets seen.
They might think it's aggressive.
I mean, we don't mean them any harm yet.
Yeah, it's probably better if they see us instead of seeing a drone. They might think we're scouting them. I mean, which we are, but it's better if they see us first, I think.
Enough. I have one of the smaller ones follow behind us.
Yeah.
Take one of the gnats that was currently up on the alley and just have it start following behind me about 20 feet.
Okay. Perfect.
I am keeping in my natural thermographic vision, by the way. I'm not switching back to my normal vision.
Okay. Sure. You guys make your way down the steps. You kind of hit a landing and then it turns around and then comes down another set of stairs, and then you see the source of the blinking light, which is basically this one standard kind of neon light that's above a metal door. Looks like a dented metal door. Looks like somebody punched it like a few times. In the areas that it's punched, it's kind of the paint has ripped away and you can see the metal underneath. Old damaged door. You thought you were going to come down and see like a big wide open subway station or something here, but it's not that. It's just this door. It ends in a door. And painted on the door in a blue script, it says Marie.
Looks like Cobalt.
Should we knock, or do you want me to just open the door?
Let's knock.
I don't know, boss. It's up to you. Gesture to Jack.
I think it would be polite to knock first.
Jack knocks.
I'll stand behind him to the left.
Slightly behind to the right.
Okay.
Right, arms crossed.
At first, nothing happens, but then you start to listen, and it sounds like somebody's walking towards the door on the other side. It sounds like pretty harsh footsteps, almost like high heels, as they start to get closer. And then you hear what seems to be some kind of mechanical latch from the other side of the door. And then the door swings open, and popping out from the door is a attractive looking human female with bright blue hair. And I believe I have a handout for what she looks like. Let me see if I can find it.
As you're checking, she is not a familiar looking woman with blue hair, correct?
She is
With
not.
a big bite mark.
She is not.
Her jaws.
Yikes.
Okay, here we go. I found it. Here's what she looks like. I will show to all players. She's also wearing some blue lipstick. Actually, excuse me. She was an elf. She is not a human. Oh. She is wearing kind of like a tight-fitting black shirt that looks like there's almost like a kind of like a tank top underneath it. And on the front of that shirt is a very cartoonish looking skull and crossbones. It's just white on the black shirt. She's wearing a pretty tight and what looks to be kind of like pleather skirt. And she basically fixes her bright blue eyes upon you guys. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that Twitch chat can see this too. I need to switch over my overlays really fast. I'm going to go to map and I'm going to switch over to my new overlay. So that should be set. Excellent. So yeah. She looks towards you and just looks suspiciously at all three of you and says, "May I help you, gentlemen?"
Maybe? We're looking for a
Well, don't
cobalt marine?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Why do you keep staring at me? She looks at Wildfire, who's also staring. May I ask your business?
Is the club open?
Oh, the club is always open for the right reasons.
Oh, those are the reasons we're here for.
Care to elaborate?
You know, the right ones.
She looks at the other two standing there. It's like, is he okay?
Your jammer, you get a private message going, "Help him."
He's very easily.
Your jammer's just gonna sort of look over and pat Jack on the shoulder a little bit. Please forgive employer. We are here on behalf of one who has hired him, and well, the two of us are his protection. Roundabout ways, we were told to come here for business involving our client.
And what client would that be?
I am so sure you can understand. We are not to be discussing our client's business with everyone.
Well, then I'm sorry you won't be able to enter. I apologize. It's just business, you see.
Would speaking with the fixer who sent us here aid, if I cannot give you name of client?
Oh, I know of several fixers that send individuals here.
The fixer who directed me here was Sutek.
He's still staring at me.
I'm sorry, the small one. He's going to sort of lean over a little bit and very gingerly sort of like try to pull her a little ways away from Jack, a little ways away from the door. Just say, please, boss is single man. From what I understand, you are quite attractive to smaller people.
Also bigger people.
Okay, apparently they're both of them. So
I mean, to be fair, to me, you just look like a blob right now. But
listen, I'm so glad that you have all come, but I'm sorry if you don't have substantial business for being in the Cobalt Marie, then I cannot let you in. I'm sorry.
Bear with me one moment, and I'm going to send a message to Cypher. And knowing that she's seeing everything, and just a text. How much do I share?
I feel like we tell her about the dragon.
Should we tell her about Crown?
Or who we're looking for with the
Who we're looking for?
coin earring? Is that?
I will send you a few images to show her, and maybe one of them will trigger a memory or recognition. I will send you a picture of the earring.
Okay.
And then I will send you a picture. Of this is so bad. They're censored, but of the images of like the animals' remains of like the absolute mess and carnage that was caused, censored, so I don't like make her pass out or something.
If she pass out, it's good. Then we just go in.
Cypher also doesn't want to keep uncensored images like that on her hard drive, so no, they're not. They're completely censored.
Okay.
But you get the like you understand what's happening. So she's gonna send a few of those images over.
Do we mention old green person?
Yes, probably.
I text. Do I release a bleeding dragon?
Not yet. Wait to see how she reacts first.
So Jeremy will pull up on like and project the image out. Like I am trying to get approval to share name of client. They have asked me to share a couple of pictures, see if maybe this will aid you in permitting access without potentially damaging our client's anonymity. And I'll project those couple of images out that Cypher provided.
All three of you make a vigilance check for me. And I'm going to put this on as... Actually, you know what? Cypher, you can also make this check because you're seeing through their eyes.
Sure.
Let me tell you...
difficulty.
I'm going to give you guys difficulty in just a second. Let me double check something really fast.
I'm not very good at it.
This is going to be 2 purple dice difficulty.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
This is so perfect. Jack's staring at her so much.
Jack, this is just a little uncomfortable. You do take a point of strain.
Yeah.
But you guys, Wildfire, you don't really pick up on this.
Yeah, I'm seeing her as a blob, so I don't
yeah, you just
don't
see
her
it's like,
face at all.
the image of the earring begins to, you see like a little bit of a shift in her eyes, and there's almost like this point of understanding in seeing these images. She is trying to be guarded about this, but you guys are pretty vigilant and insightful with your situations thus far, and you guys are able to pick up on this, except for Wildfire. He's the only one who failed. Gearjammer, you're really nervous about sharing this information with her, as you kind of had that conversation with Cypher, so you suffer 2 points of strain while you're the one kind of leading this little foray. Cypher, you do gain 2 advantages. I don't know how you would want to spend those in Wildfire. Even though you did not succeed, you do have an advantage.
Can I use that to heal strain if it's not a spell?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'll heal my last point of strain.
Jemmer being the one talking about this is going to knock himself out.
I will give a boost to Gearjammer since I'm technically like the worm in his ear whispering at him.
Okay. Yeah, you're boosting him up. Okay.
For cricket.
So you can take a boost on your next roll, Gearjammer, having that help and support from Cypher.
And players remembering, it was an orc who wore the earring, right?
A different earring.
There was an
Similar
orc with a coin earring, and
there was an orc with a coin earring, and there was the earring that the dragon had.
Dragon gave it, yeah.
And then the picture Cypher says was the dragon earring, right?
Yes.
It seems like all of it collectively is what is stirring her a little bit. It's not just one in particular kind of led to the other, and then this realization in her face. she looks at all of you and says, she smiles, kind of pointedly at all three of you, and says, well, welcome to the Cobalt Marie. Come on in. And she opens up the door the rest of the way, and you see her kind of she turns around, looks over her shoulder, glances at you guys, and it just begins to strut on high heels.
I turn my thermographic vision off, and I watch this.
You got it.
No name needed, Gear Jammer. All good.
And she starts leading you guys down a dark hallway that occasionally...
After I take the two of their heads and just...
Yuck, 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 yuck. You know, it's
What
like-
did I do? Why did I deserve that?
Three, yuck, yuck, yuck.
Huh?
I am not being the one who should be talking.
Okay, I can talk. I can do it.
I thought I was doing an okay
Don't
job.
worry.
Wildfire, pick your tongue up off floor first, then we worry about you talking.
Listen. I gotta type. Normally not
apparently his big
blues,
red
but this.
blob.
Normally not blues, but this time it's I'm normally like more of a red person. Orange, maybe.
Overwatch, a pigeon lands about 10 feet away from you on the corner of the...
I am perfectly still, so that's probably happened multiple times. I don't move.
You don't move. Excellent. It
I am
eventually goes...
like your perfect
Lands on your head.
sniper. Yeah, wherever this pigeon lands, as long as it's not on like the barrel of my gun, I don't move.
It
like
hangs.
a perfect
It
sniper,
literally
so.
hangs out with you up there for about 12 minutes at least.
Is it a real
It's just-
pigeon?
Oh, yeah, it's a real pigeon. It's just like, "Whoop, whoop," and then it goes, and just flies off, leaving a few feathers to fall. And you guys are going down this dark alley, or dark, hidden, kind of just hidden tunnel almost, and you guys are just walking. It seems like forever, and you guys are just following the noise of her high heels, kind of hitting this, what is like, it would be the equivalent of like a concrete floor. As it continues on, eventually you guys do pass a few lights that seem to flicker just in the hallway, and you can kind of see her for a little bit, and then she continues to lead off in the darkness. And she gets to a point where she stops, and you guys can start hearing what sounds like muffled music. It sounds like muffled club music. Yeah, that's right. And you guys are approaching an area, and you can see some lights up ahead on either side of the hallway, and you can start to see some movement of some other individuals up there. It looks like it opens up into like a little foyer area in front of what looks to be a futuristic looking sliding door. You can see through, well, you can't see through this door in front of you, but you can see there's some pretty hulking figures. It looks like about 4 of them up ahead that appear to be wearing some nice suits.
Should have got a suit.
Passes bodyguard wearing suit.
Bet Cobalt Marie would like it.
You're already wearing one, Jack.
You guys continue to walk, and you actually, Wildfire and Gearjammer, you guys would be the first to recognize right off the bat. These 4 individuals are trolls, and rather large ones. And as you get closer, you realize they are packing heat pretty extensively. They've got assault weapons and over their shoulders. It looks like they are the bouncer crew for this place. And you guys approach, and Marie kind of looks over her shoulder. She stops for a moment, and if you have any heavy artillery, you can leave it with my fine gentlemen here. They will not take it from you, and they will return it to you when you leave.
Define heavy.
And
And Jared's just going to hold up his 2 hands with the gloves on him.
you should be fine. How about the other 2 of you?
I'll give them
You got
a
a
book and a
pocket
pen. Words are powerful.
You can just go ahead and put that right back where you got it. We don't need that.
I have a body knife that was given to me by a friend.
She winks at you. Hold on to it. And she leads you guys past these 4 individuals. Just kind of glances. One of them kind of looks and smiles at her and goes, just, kind of like a flirtatious laugh from a troll. And then the door kind of slides open. And that's where you guys can start to hear the club music a little bit more extensively as the main door of this place opens. And I'm going to take you guys over to another map. I am going to try to put this on there so you guys can all see appropriately.
Dark right now.
I know it's going to be dark here for a moment. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull you guys. I don't have your tokens on here, so I'm going to pull you guys over first. Christy and Derek, I'm going to pull your tokens on there too, just so you can have a little bit of visual on what's going on.
Ooh.
Gear Jammer, can you see yourself now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pull you.
surrounded.
Yeah, those were the 4 trolls that you guys just passed, and you're opening up into this larger chamber here. Jack, I'm pulling you up there now. Are you able to see up there?
Yes, I see.
And Wildfire, I'm gonna pull you. Can you guys see the token of Marie right there with you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna pull Cypher in just so that way she has visual. And I'm going to make you guys just a little bit smaller so you're not overbearing. I am going to make you guys some tokens that are easier to manage on these maps in the future. And Overwatch, you're just going to have this little standard token here. I don't know if you'll have visual yet.
That's fine.
Let me see if I can get you guys get you set to have visual as well. I'm gonna say 60 feet. Watch. Can you see now, Overwatch? You got it? Okay. And like I said, I'll have a token.
I don't see anything yet.
You don't see anything yet?
Nope.
Shift ping. Are you seeing my ping?
I saw your
She
ping.
just disappeared. That was weird.
Yeah, she just.
How about there?
I see your ping.
But you don't see
But
anything
you don't
on the
see
map?
anything?
I just see black. Should I I'll refresh.
No.
I don't
For some
see.
reason,
I don't see her name on her token.
Your vision was not on. Hold on a second. For some reason, this token is not set up correctly. Here we go. How about now?
Oh, there we go.
Got it? Perfect.
Yep. Thank
So-
you.
I just put you guys there so you guys would have visual because I have the dynamic lighting set up, so it'd be hard for me to set it up to where you guys could see.
Mm.
But you guys start to hear this kind of club music. I'm not sure if I got any good club music. Let's see what this sounds like. That'll work. And what you can see immediately to your right is there's a stage set up in the corner. Lots of lights and lasers going around, scattering around the room. Imagine being in a nightclub. There's a circular, what looks to be dance floor over here. Surprisingly, though, well, maybe less surprising to you guys being kind of earlier in the day, there's no one here. Like, it's pretty much empty. But Marie kind of continues to lead you guys down, and she leads you to this area where she moves down to, and opens up, hits a couple things on a keypad, and this door slides open. And inside this chamber, you can see that there is what looks to be kind of like a circular table inside with all these like nice business looking chairs surrounding it. And it looks like there's these little indents within the table that look like they have computer systems that are embedded into the table. And it looks like that at any point in time, like holographic images could be, just hologram phone calls and things could happen in the middle of the tables. It kind of looks like whenever you rent out like business space somewhere, like meeting rooms off site.
Mm-hmm.
that's what this place, that's what it's looking like to you. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that doorway for the time being so you guys can enter that room. And she leads you into the room and kind of directs you into to have a seat. And leading your way, going into that room, she turns around once that happens, and she goes to a panel next to the doorway and starts to hit a few buttons. Flips open this one thing that's kind of overlapping the side, and then clicks a button down. And what happens is the door, like a metal door, slides down from the top instead of the one that originally slid over. Slides down from the top, and all of a sudden there's this strange hum that starts to resonate within the room. Cypher, immediately you lose visual. Overwatch, you lose visual. And there's this hum happening in the room. You get like static, Cypher. It's like
What? Is it a scrambler? Or is it just gone?
You're just seeing static from their line. You can see Overwatch. You can see his visual. You two still have connection, but you have lost complete connection from the rest of the group.
We're in like a Faraday cage or something.
Yep.
Like...
Yep.
She looks at all of you and is like, that expression that she originally was holding on her face is completely different now. Like, she has changed her visual expression to you guys and says, okay, this room is really secure. But I don't know for how long. Okay, Central can override these controls, and I think they might be onto me. You're obviously working for Coin Splitter. Where the hell have you guys been?
Trying to
We've
find
been
out
all over
who
the
he
place.
is.
Yeah.
He has no memory of who he is.
Who? Coin Splitter?
Yes. Assuming we are talking about the same person.
are you
Same
talking about?
individual.
Who
If
are
I
you
call him
talking
a
about?
person,
That's-
you know?
That stinking orc. Why does he keep on putting me through this stuff? I can only hold out for so long. Eventually they're gonna figure out it's me, and then I am toast.
How do we get you out of here?
Listen, you can't. Nice try, but you can't.
Oh, I would love to get you out of here. What? Tell me what you have to do, and I'll do whatever it takes.
Listen, if you want to get me out, if you really want to help me, you can figure out all this mess, find Coin Splitter, and get this stuff taken care of.
Oh, wait, splattered by them. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Where was he last seen?
Okay, well, you know, I think the last time that he's come in here was, gosh, a couple weeks back. He was meeting with some high-level Ares execs. He asked me to he kind of asked me to, you know, keep an eye on some of the intel and other conversations that might be going on around there. Listen, I could get in really, really deep shit for this. This place is supposed to be a safe zone, a place where they can come talk about their business without having any threat from the outside world. If they find out they've got a mole in here, I'm done.
We won't let that happen.
Make sure that doesn't happen. Who else besides Coin Splitter knows about you?
I hope not many. I mean, there was a couple of those Ares guys that I had to, you know, deal with, but I don't think they realize what's going on.
What's your relation with Ares?
I don't give a crap about Ares. And she's like looking around at all of you, and she just kind of put it back because you guys seem to be a little bit confused about things. Like she thought that maybe you guys were someone else or sent by someone else or something of that nature, but then looks back and is like, okay, well,
Last we heard from Boss, he seemed very scattermind. Did not know who or where he was.
that's probably because he's running from his life for all the information he has. He's probably hidden out somewhere. If Ares finds that stuff, if they find him, they're gonna end him.
And if they find him, could lead to you. Do you know any other friends he has? Anyone who might be willing to help him? He cut off contact with us weeks.
Places that have meaning.
You know, apparently he was in cahoots with the CEO of Emerging Futures. But look, I don't have a ton of information. I know what I have and I've seen. I mean, listen, I know that some of those files are saved on the computers here. If we could get in there, I mean, we could probably... And at that point, all of a sudden, the humming suddenly stops. And the door slides open. Cypher, you have visual again. Overwatch, you have visual again.
How close is this woman to Gear Jammer right now? Where's everyone sort of in?
Probably within 6 or 7 feet.
As that humming stops, Gear Jammer's going to sort of lunge up and just pull her a little closer.
Okay. Absolutely.
And then just wait for as the door comes up.
Okay.
And then horrendously. No,
You get a wall text. Everyone gets a wall text being like, what the hell? I couldn't see anything. Are you guys okay?
Gear Jammer's ignoring this. No. You stay with me. You belong here with the three of us. You don't worry about work right now. It's slow. You stay with us.
You can tell, like grabbing her and pulling her, she's very skittish, and she seems to be more focused on the door than she is on you at this current time.
Right,
the door
and
opens.
as I pull over, trying to just very lightly give her a quick squeeze on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of like hey, go along a little. You told me something. I know something ain't right.
Okay. And also, before this metal door completely opens, 2 men, clad in very fine business suits, walk into the room, followed by 2 individuals that look to be decked out in some kind of combat armor with katanas over their backs, come in and stand at either side of the open doorway. You can see that there are 2 of those massive orc guards from the Cobalt Marie standing outside and kind of laughing and picking at each other. One of them's kind of smoking a stogie. Basically, those 2 individuals with the katanas just stand at attention on either side of the door while the 2 businessmen walk in with briefcases. And they step in there and they look at all of you and say, "Oh, please, don't let me interrupt. Please have a seat."
All right. Do we know you? Is there a reason you're interrupting our business meeting?
I don't believe you know us, but we know you.
Oh, do you? That's interesting.
Yes, and he sits the briefcase down, opens it up, pulls out some paper. Like, you don't see paper very often. We're in a digital world. Jack, you're amazed. They've got paper.
I wonder what it smells like.
He told us. He told him at the entrance that the pen and paper is powerful.
He pulls out a couple sheets of paper and kind of tosses them across the table towards you, Wildfire, and you look, and it's captured screenshots of you being
Oh,
beat
no.
by police officers. Oh,
I
please.
casually put my hand on the paper and burn them to ashes on the table.
You didn't think we saw that? We didn't miss that little flub up, did you? Come on. We've got eyes and ears everywhere. Please have a seat and get comfortable. We don't mean you any harm. Two of those, two other trolls, not the two that were standing outside, but two other trolls kind of come in, and they kind of look towards Marie, and one of them holds out his hand and just goes,
"Oh, you're taking my girl from me. What?"
Hey, hold on. We didn't decide that yet, buddy. All right?
Come on, guys.
one of the trolls like, hey, she isn't any part of your business. Whatever you got going on here, she's no part of it.
And Gearjammer will, again, very sort of subtly, just, one like pinky or one, whichever finger I can highlight, just sort of give her a little bit of a squeeze and be like, fine, get out. And sort of gently just give her a little like push away.
Okay. You push her away. The troll kind of like grabs her arm and pulls her kind of aggressively towards him. And then starts to kind of pull her towards the door and walk out. And you see the other troll kind of, as they go out the door, the other troll kind of grabs her other arm, like by up top of the bicep area. And they start leading her out.
Do any of them have comms I could hack into? Can I visualize anything on them?
You're getting a lot of noise.
Damn it.
Because of your distance away, you only really have visual from what you can see. You can text communicate with your team, but as far as like making out what's going on with what they've got, you have a feeling like you'd have to be closer or even down there to be able to succeed on it.
Damn. All right.
Gearjammer's going to send that gnat that was following behind to perch on the back of that woman's shoulder or like dress.
Okay. He basically looks towards the door as this is happening. He goes, the two business guys kind of sit down in a comfortable seat. They unbutton their suits and kind of relax. And one of them kind of watches Marie be escorted out. It's like, oh. Thank you, Marie. I believe there's some people outside that need to talk to you. But
I'm going to keep visual on Marie's gnat.
okay.
I'm going to send a text to the two of them. Then just real quick with what limited information we got from Marie.
Mm-hmm.
And then you two may want to get involved with that. It does not sound good.
Anybody who's looking at me would notice that I am visibly under the table. My leg is like popping, shaking very, very fast. And there is massive amounts of heat distortion coming from my hands on the table.
One of the individuals, not even looking at you guys, is undoing a briefcase, opening it up, getting some paperwork out, and just says, we have much to discuss. And we fade out to an image of Overwatch sitting on top of a building, just looking through a scope. Just waiting. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Shadowrun.